Baghdad, March 19th, 2003. Two things happened. Same city, same moment. One made the news. The other made history. Omar was a mathematics teacher. He believed in numbers, that numbers don't lie, that if you follow the numbers, you find the truth. He was about to discover that some numbers are designed never to be followed. The bombs began at 9:34 p.m. Omar grabbed Noor, his daughter Lama, his son Kareem, and ran to the interior room. No windows. He had prepared it, just in case. He had told himself it would not happen. The inspectors had said there were no weapons, publicly, on record. He had read every report. A mathematics teacher who believed in evidence. The bombs did not care about evidence. Washington, D.C., March 19th, 2003, 2:34 p.m. At the exact same moment, in Washington, a contract was being signed. No competitive bidding, no public announcement. $7 billion awarded to one company before the bombs had finished falling. The Vice President of the United States had once run that company, and his financial disclosures showed he still held deferred compensation from it. The paperwork exists. Anyone can read it. In Baghdad, a family hid in a windowless room. In Washington, a document was signed in a boardroom. Same hour, two different worlds. One of them paid the price. The other collected it. The bombs fell for 3 weeks. Omar's school was hit on the 4th day. 15 years of work. Books he had collected himself, paid for from his own salary. Gone in 4 seconds. Noor's hospital was damaged in the 2nd week. She kept going because the patients had nowhere else. Lama stopped speaking for a month. She was 9 years old. She kept her mathematics textbook under her pillow, even after everything. Especially after everything. Kareem was 6. He didn't understand what was happening. He just knew that the sound of planes made him hide under the bed. For years afterward, even when there were no planes. While Omar was rebuilding his life from rubble, the contracts were flowing. By 2007, Halliburton's subsidiary had received $39.5 billion in federal contracts tied to the Iraq War. Most of it never competitively bid. Lockheed Martin reported a 41% increase in profits 1 year after the invasion. They described it as strong demand for warplanes. Strong demand from a war that began with weapons that didn't exist. The weapons didn't exist. The profits did. $138 billion in federal contracts, awarded in a country that no longer had a government to ask who was bidding. His name was Hans Blix, 69 years old, a career diplomat who believed in evidence the same way Omar did. For 4 months, he led inspectors through 300 sites, factories, warehouses, bunkers buried in the desert. Nothing. In February 2003, he stood in front of the United Nations Security Council with the most powerful governments in the world watching and said the words no one wanted to hear. We have not found any smoking guns. He didn't say it once. He said it again in March and again in April. Each time, the war moved one step closer. Some called him an obstacle. Some called him naive. No one called him wrong. A month after the invasion began, the United States sent its own team, the Iraq Survey Group. They searched for 2 years, and in 2005, they confirmed exactly what Blix had said. No active weapons program at the time of the invasion. The man who said there was nothing was ignored. His evidence was overruled by certainty that turned out to be nothing. Blix went home to Sweden. He never got an apology. But in Baghdad, Omar's students would eventually read the same words in a curriculum written by the people who invaded them. Hans Blix was right. The companies got paid. Omar went back to teaching 3 years after the invasion. Temporary building, borrowed books, 32 students who had all lost something. He still taught mathematics, but now he taught something else, something not in any curriculum. He taught his students to ask one question before accepting any official story. Who benefits? Follow the money. The numbers will tell you the truth, even when the words won't. Lama raised her hand one day and asked a question that Omar could not immediately answer.
Baba, if they knew there were no weapons and they went to war anyway, and the companies made billions, is that a mistake? Or is that arithmetic?
Omar looked at his daughter, at the textbook she had kept under her pillow, even when the bombs were falling. That is the most important question I have ever been asked in 20 years of teaching. And the answer is arithmetic.
Iraq holds the 5th largest oil reserves on Earth. For decades, the world had been told the same story. That story said the oil could not be trusted, that the man holding it was a threat. In the years before the invasion, officials in Washington had been planning what would happen to that oil after the war. The documents exist, declassified. Before the invasion, Iraq's oil belonged to Iraq. Nationalized. Sold to the highest bidder on Iraq's terms. After the invasion, Iraq's new oil ministry opened its doors to British and American companies. BP, Shell, ExxonMobil, Chevron. The weapons were never found, but the oil contracts were signed. A mathematics teacher would call that a very relevant data point. And every data point, he taught his students, had a price tag on it. Ibrahim left Palestine with a key. Alim Jan tended his apricot trees. One morning, he didn't come home. Salah's father sat at a kitchen table, knowing. Omar taught mathematics in a temporary building with borrowed books. And a daughter who had learned to call a pattern by its name. 4 families, 4 countries, 1 pattern. The pattern is not hidden. It is in the public record, in the financial disclosures, in the congressional reports, in the weapons inspector's findings, in the oil contracts, in the numbers. It has always been in the numbers for anyone willing to follow.